guys! A lot of you guys have been asking me to do more story videos, and I was like, well, what am I going to talk about because I don't have any more stories? I've been racking my brain trying to think of stories that I can tell you guys, and I was like, oh my god, remember that time that I told you guys about my first drunken experience? I have more. Of course I do. I'm a ratchet white girl. I've pretty much only been really badly drunk 3 times in my life, which is shocking because I'm a 22-year-old white girl and that is not how it goes. You literally have to be drunk like every single weekend if you are a white girl in Australia. Basically, I was like, you know what, I'm going to share with you guys the other 2 times in my life that I have been really badly drunk because both of them are pretty funny stories and pretty embarrassing. The second time that I got really badly drunk after that whole boat incident, first time being drunk shenanigans, was actually only I think a couple months after that first time that I had gotten drunk. Clearly I hadn't learnt. It was me and a couple of friends. Well, actually it was me and 2 friends and 1 girl that I didn't really like. But you know, you have to kind of get along with people. We were going out just in the town that I lived, which was a bad idea in the first place because the town that I lived in was boring as hell, so the only thing that you can do to have fun of a night time is to drink. Kidding, kind of, not really. I didn't want to go out because my boyfriend at the time was out on a boys' day or night, whatever, some gay shit. And I was like, oh my god, I just want to stay at home and cry because I want my boyfriend. My friend was like, no, you have to come out, you have to get out of the house, like he's out having fun, you have to have fun as well. And I was like, girl, how? We went to the Bottle-O, classy, and we got wild turkey shots, and I don't even know what's in wild turkey shots. I think that it's like whiskey and brandy or what's it, Bailey's? I think there's milk in it. I think there was maybe about 8 in the carton, I don't know. I don't know if we got any other alcohol, we probably did. I think my friend had some vodka. Can you already tell how this is gonna go? We got to this girl's house that we were going out with and we started to have the wild turkey shots and I was like, oh yeah, these aren't too bad. You know, I wasn't really a fan of them. Then we started to have shots of vodka and I don't really know if I'd ever had shots of vodka before, like straight. I'd had it in things, but I don't know if I'd had like shots before. So anyways, we were drinking shots and whatever and I was like, oh my god, this is so disgusting. So we ended up mixing it with like warm cordial, which was like the worst tasting thing, like literally tasted like ass. I've never tasted that, but I'm sure that's what it tasted like. So anyways, we were having shots of vodka and if you've ever had vodka, I personally feel like it takes a really long time to like get in your system and you don't really know if you've had too much until it's too late. We're having shots of vodka. I was like, you know what, like I'm fine, I'm not even like, I'm kind of like tipsy, but like it's not even funny. I was like, I should drink some port because this girl had like port there, which is sort of like red wine. And so I was like, I want to have some shots of this as well. So shots of vodka, shots of raw turkey, shots of port. I hadn't eaten anything. I am like 55 kilos. I was done. I was falling over on the wooden floors. I was talking to this girl's mum I didn't even know, going, oh my god, I love you so much. So then we left and we were going out to like this pub that had a nightclub down underneath it. Everyone had left me because I was that liability that, you know, you could tell something was going to happen, so no one wanted to be around me. I was walking along and all I can remember, by the way, I was wearing, I don't even know what I was wearing clothing wise, but I was wearing the most ratchet wedge heels, like wedge leopard print heels, wedges that I'd gotten. They were gross. I still have them, I need to get rid of them. I literally had a wedge on them that was that small, so they were super hard to walk in and I literally couldn't deal. So I was falling over literally like every single 5 seconds. I just remember falling flat on my face. I didn't even guard myself with my hands. I fell flat on my face on the grass and nearly broke my nose. It was the worst pain I've ever felt and I was like, everyone stop, you need to come and get me, I think I'm bleeding. I literally had just face planted the ground. We're going along, we're going towards this club thing, walking along, whatever. We finally get there and everyone's like, okay Jess, you know, you need to sort of like sober up now because they're not going to let you in. And I feel like I'm the queen of sobering. I'm not, but I feel like I am. So I walk along and I'm like, hello, how are you? To the security guard. Hope you've had a good night. I am complete. I've had like 1 wine. He finally lets us in. We go downstairs to the nightclub. There's no one there because it's literally like 8:30 because you know when you're a teenager and you're just too keen. I was always that person. I was like, wow, this is really embarrassing. We should have gone out at like 1, like Jersey Shore style it. But everyone's like, no, 8:30. Went down, got our little wrist bracelets for when the club was open because it wasn't even open. How embarrassing. And then we went out to the like garden out the back of the pub. And I don't know at this point whether I'd ordered a drink. I think there was a possibility that I may have. I didn't get through it. You know if you've drunk a little bit too much, which you shouldn't, but if you do, and you can feel that you're about to be sick, like you can feel that it's coming along and you're just like, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to stop this. It's too late. So I was just vomiting all over the table. All of these people behind me were like, oh my God, look at this teen, like how embarrassing. I'm just vomiting all over the table. So then the security guard comes, gets me, walks me out of the pub. I'm like, oh, it's fine. I literally, like, I think I've just got a bit of food poisoning. It's nothing. He's like, yeah, sure, hun. I walk out with my friend. I think everyone was angry at me because I had, like, ruined the night, but then literally 10 minutes later, they got kicked out as well for, like, vomiting as well. We're lying on the ground, on the cement, just lying, like ratchet. Like those girls that you see on Facebook, that was me, lying on the cement. And I think these boys drove past and they were like, open your legs, take me to dinner first. The security guard had called the courtesy bus, which is like a bus that picks you up when you can't drive. And then my friend had also called my mum. And I think at the time she was out on a date with her then boyfriend having dinner. So they came and got on the courtesy bus with us. My mum was like, do I need to take her to hospital? Does she need to get her stomach pumped? I'm just lying, like, you know, on the back seat like this. I'm like, Mum, honestly, like, it's not like I'm unconscious. Stop being so dramatic. We finally got home. I vomited all over my hair extensions, and that was one of the worst nights of my life. However, what was actually worse is that I had lost my license. I also lost the remote control for the garage door, and most importantly, I lost like my really, really favourite lip gloss. Never found any three of the things, so that was really great. So that was the second like really, really bad time, and the last time, the very, very last time that I got like really badly drunk was actually New Year's 2 years ago. So it was New Year's of 2014. Once again, don't know why, we were celebrating New Year's back at my hometown out at the pub. So anyways, I had finished work. I lived here at the time, so I lived about 20 minutes, and I went straight home from work, which took me about 20 minutes to get to my house from my work. Got dressed, did my hair, did my makeup, didn't have time to eat anything, drove straight to my friend's house for pre-drinks because I was like, oh, stuff it. I just gotta get there, we gotta get there now. So anyways, we ended up getting to this girl's house for prees, and I had a bottle of Malibu rum, but it wasn't the actual like legit bottle of Malibu rum, like the really expensive real one. It was like a fake version, you know what I mean? And I was there, and then this other girl had an actual bottle of Malibu rum, like the real legit one, the white one, which is like $50. And I compared how much alcohol was in both of ours, and hers clearly had way more because mine was like a fake rip-off one. I took a swig of my Malibu straight, and it was actually really easy to like drink. Like it wasn't like really, really strong like most straight alcohols are. It was really, really easy to drink. So it's like, oh my God, I don't even need to like mix my drinks. How lucky. And it doesn't even have, you know, because I can easily drink it, it's clearly not that bad. Logic. About an hour later, we left to go to the pub. I was done. We were walking along, and the most embarrassing thing is that because it was like New Year's, there was actually a lot of families out with their children, and I'm just walking along with my tight little dress on, going to the pub. Luckily I wasn't wearing heels. I was like, hello everyone, happy New Year's, woo woo. So anyways, we walk into the pub, everything was fine, everything was completely fine. It turned into nighttime eventually. We went out to look at the fireworks, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's finally happening. It washed over me. I was like, I'm gonna be sick. And I was like, no, I'm not. It's fireworks. It's really pretty. Oh my God, it's Happy New Year's. Happy New Year. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm literally going to be sick. So I walk into the bathroom, and I think I kind of put off being sick for a while, enough for my friend who I was with. It was a big group of us, but I was with her mainly most of the night. And I think I put it off long enough for her to kind of like, you know, drink as well, and drink more and more and more, and get to the point where we were both really, really sick. So we were in the bathrooms of the pub, in the cubicle together, and you know how in public toilets you have like the toilet paper and you have it in the you know, that thing that's on the wall and it's plastic? I ripped it off of the wall, and then I ripped the toilet seat off the wall, and I was just sitting here like, look at this, look what I've got, the toilet seat. So anyways, I think maybe someone had said there's some ratchet girls in the bathroom that have lost it at literally 8:30 at night at a pub with a bunch of families out watching the fireworks. So this old lady came in, and she was like, are you girls okay? And my friend was like, yes, we're fine. I'm like, no, we're not. We need help. We need to get out of here. So she went and got the security guard, who is a male, and he walks in and says to her, oh, are they clothed? And I was like, well, what the hell do you think we're doing? He gets us out of the toilet, walks us out. Once again, I'm trying to make out to everyone as though I'm not drunk. Like, oh, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even that drunk. Vomiting as I go. He just left us like outside of the pub, like these two girls, drunk as anything. New Year's, I think it was like 8:30 though, so I guess he didn't really think we'd be in much danger. So after that, I was like, you know what, we just need to go home. Like, we need to ring our parents or someone needs to come and get us. So we went actually over to like these seats in Bingley, and I just vomited all over the Bingley doors. And then we went and sat down, and my mum came and my friend's mum came and picked us up, and we left. And it was literally like 9 o'clock. Literally. But I did get to see fireworks, so that's all that matters. So yes, that is basically it for those. Should I have mentioned that? Probably not. I just thought it would be funny to share with you guys. And by the way, I am in no means trying to say that you should go out and drink and get drunk. I literally have been really, really bad like 3 times in my life, and that was it. I know how to control myself if I drink and when I drink, and I barely drink now anyway. But it's a funny story to tell. It's just not that funny at the time because it's shit. Let me know in the comments what other videos you would like to see, and I'll try and think up more story videos because I know that you guys love them the most. I'm Rally Cole, aren't I? Yeah. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!